Hi, Harmon and Supernal family, it's Lad's story time. Now we're reading Curious George and the Birthday Surprise. This is George. He was a good little monkey and always very curious. Today is a special day, when the man with the yellow hat told George at breakfast. I have a surprise planned and lots to do to get ready. You can help me by staying out of trouble. George was happy to help. Later, while George was looking out the window and being very good, he heard some tinkling music. It was coming from the ice cream truck. George watched as the whole line of children and their dogs enjoyed some ice cream treats. It looked like fun. But when the ice cream truck moved on, George forgot all about staying out of trouble and went to find some more fun on his own. In the living room, George found noisemakers and hats. And games. Could this be part of his friend's surprise? Before George could find some streamers, he spotted some streamers and balloons and colored tissue. He could not resist. Look at him. George is funny. Decorating was easy for a little monkey. Still, George was curious about the surprise. And what was that good smell coming from the kitchen? George followed his nose. Look at him. He's making a little bit of a mess, I think. It was a cake. And he looked as good as it smelled. All it was needed was frosting. George has seen his friend make frosting before. First, George put a bit of this in the mixing bowl. Next, he needed a bit of that. Then he turned the mixer on. The frosting rolled around and around. It was rolling too fast. But when George tried to stop the music, it only went faster and faster and faster. George lifted the beaters out of the bowl. Frosting flew everywhere. Oh no! Poor George, he did not mean to make such a mess. He had only wanted to help. Now, how he could clean up the sticky kitchen. Just then, George heard the tinkling music again. The ice cream truck was coming back up the street. George had an idea. Quickly, he opened the door and invited the dogs for a treat. In no time, the kitchen was as clean as a whistle. Look, the dogs are all barking. But when the dogs finished their snack, George took them back outside. The ice cream truck was still there, and so was his friend. George, said the man with the yellow hat, I've been looking for you. It's time for the surprise. George had found hats, games, decorations, and a cake. He was curious. Was the surprise a party? Look at him. He's cleaning up his frosting all over George. Yes, it was a party. George was happy to see all his friends. They were glad to see George, too. What great decorations, Bill said. What a lot of presents, said Betsy. Why don't you play some games with the guests, George? The man with the yellow hat suggested. I have one more thing to do. Get all down there. That was so much fun. Presents, games like tic-tac-toe. Awesome people. These people. When George's friend came back, He was carrying a cake covered in candles. This wasn't just any party, it was a birthday party. But George was all curious. Whose birthday is it? He watched to see who blew out the candles. The man with the yellow hat put the cake right in front of George. It was a surprise. It was George's birthday. The party was for him. Everybody sang happy birthday, and George took a deep breath and made a wish. Happy birthday, George. How many candles do you see? We don't have time to count them. See you in Curious George Goes Camping. I love you.